In the name of God. The isolated city, a society's fight against influence.
There was an outcast road leading to a secluded city near a long desert. The people living there were a bit different from other cities. The differences were so significant that tourists noticed them immediately. In that city, some laws had never changed since 1890. They still censored offensive words and nudity. Only male members of each family were allowed to work. No one was allowed to sell magazines related to nudity. Drinking alcohol was forbidden. Migrants could not be exploited as slaves. Missionary work for sodomy was strictly prohibited. The only way to have children was to get married first. Every law is based on the Constitution, but these odd laws are related to a group of council members. The people in the city could follow only the Constitution, but out of respect for those council members, they live as the council dictates. The government and the head of administration do not want to suppress them because both the people and the council members pay their taxes on time. They participate in every election, and the crime rate is nearly zero. They do not require a large budget for maintenance or infrastructure repairs, as they fund their own businesses. The only thing they request from the government is non-interference in their way of life. Reporters and advocates for regulation often call for action against the city's unusual authority. However, the government refuses to intervene, stating that if they enforce changes, the people might begin demanding funds for reconstruction. Why must we interfere when they pay their own bills, officials argue. Please mind your own business and focus on issues like river pollution or the skyrocketing influx of drugs at our western borders. Some leaders of the nude publication industry visited the city to see if they could publish their magazines there. After hearing a firm denial, they returned without success. The people living there prefer their way of life. It may resemble the medieval era, but they choose to live in a city free of vice rather than being sinners. They believe that individuals who commit crimes often begin with small infractions. If they allow alcoholic beverages, the crime rate will rise. Even film directors are not allowed to record scenes depicting criminal acts, including intercourse, ejaculation, kissing, hugging, harming vulnerable people, exploiting children, killing animals, or any action that may suggest immoral behavior to future audiences. One might assume that such strict rules would drive people away, but many residents have an ascetic lifestyle, believing that self-discipline leads to a better society. The council enforces these rules with stringent policies, ensuring that no outsider influences their traditions. While some might criticize the community's harsh restrictions, its members find solace in their structure. Tourists often express asperity when speaking about these laws, unable to comprehend how the city functions without the modern liberties they take for granted. The local leaders, however, do not let these criticisms deter them. They work assiduously to maintain their unique way of life, ensuring that every rule is followed without exception. Whenever outsiders spread aspersions about the city's governing style, the citizens remain unfazed. They know that their community thrives because of these regulations. Their legal system has managed to assuage their concerns about crime and immorality, offering them a sense of safety and stability that many larger cities cannot provide. Historians and sociologists often study the city as a living artifact of the past, marveling at how a place can resist change for so long while still functioning effectively. Some visitors have even tried to introduce their own slang and cultural expressions, but the locals reject any outside argot that threatens their traditions. The local authorities remain vigilant, always prepared to arrest any influence that may disrupt their order. Despite the occasional scrutiny from the outside world, the people of the city stand firm, believing that their way of life is the best possible way to ensure a peaceful and crime-free existence. For those who live there, it is not about suppressing freedom, it is about protecting a legacy. They take pride in their moral standards, knowing that their laws serve as a shield against the chaos they believe plagues other parts of the world. They hope to pass this lifestyle down through generations, ensuring that their children and grandchildren can continue to thrive in a place they call home.
Like and subscribe if you would like.